India in the 18th century, 1707 to 1757. Introduction. The 18th century was a period of transition in Indian history. India underwent many significant political, economic, social and cultural changes. Politically, with the Mughals becoming weak, local political groups began to reassert themselves and expand their area of influence. The Marathas, Hyder Ali, Tipu, the Sikhs etc. came forward to establish themselves. However, the British exploited the selfishness of the native kings for their own benefit and humbled them. Economically, the British brought into force many far-reaching, negative policies like permanent land ownership, Mughal and peasantry laws and began to suppress India. To sum up, this was a period which witnessed many conflicts.
The 18th century was a period of significant changes in Indian history. After Aurangzeb, 1707, the Mughal Empire declined rapidly. The reasons for the Mughal decline are as follows. The kings who succeeded Aurangzeb were weak and led a life of pleasure. The Persian king, Nadir Shah, mounted a severe attack on the Mughal Empire and returned to his country with their wealth, 1739. Among the objects that he looted were the famed Peacock Throne and the extremely precious Kohinoor diamond. In the same way, even the attack by Ahmad Shah Abdali left the empire poorer. As a result of these events, the Mughal Empire could never recover its lost power. The supremacy of the Marathas. Shivaji was the founder of the Maratha Empire. He succeeded in establishing an independent alternative kingdom when the Mughal Empire and the Bahmani kingdoms were at the height of glory. He was assisted in the efficient administration of his kingdom by 8 ministers known as the Ashtapradhans. Peshwa was the most prominent among them. Historians are known to identify the 18th century as the era of Maratha supremacy. During this period, under the leadership of the Peshwas, the Marathas emerged as a strong political and military power of India.
The Prime Minister of the Maratha king is known as the Peshwa. Since the kings were weak, the Peshwas themselves carried on the administration. 7 Peshwas ruled over the Deccan and some areas of North India for around 100 years. 1713 to 1818.
3 are important among the Maratha Peshwas. Balaji Vishwanath, 1713 to 1720, he signed a treaty with the Mughal emperor. As a result, he earned the right to levy taxes known as Chauth and Sardeshmukhi in 6 Subhangas areas of the Deccan. Baji Rao I, 1720–40. Baji Rao was a young man of 20 years when he came to power. He was strong and shrewd at politics. He took advantage of the political instability of the Mughal Empire and embarked upon a plan to build a huge empire in India. Initially, he captured Hyderabad and later Malwa, Gujarat and Bundelkhand. The most important achievement of Baji Rao was marching with his army to North India and attacking Delhi. He came to be hailed as Shivaji too. He declared that his goal was Hindu Padapdashahi, establishing a Hindu empire. Balaji Baji Rao, 1740 to 1761, he attempted to expand the Maratha Empire not only in South India but also North India. The Maratha army was successful in invading Punjab in the northwest. He captured Odisha in the east and some areas of Tamil Nadu in the south. In this manner, the Marathas ruled as a prominent political force in India. The Marathas who were engaged in expansion of their kingdom in North India had to confront the Afghan invader, Ahmad Shah Abdali. In 1761, on 14th January, a decisive battle took place between them. This is called the Third Battle of Panipat. Marathas were defeated in this battle. As a result of this war, the military strength of the Marathas decreased. The weakening of the Marathas gave an opportunity to the British merchants to increase their political influence in India. The Carnatic Wars, 1746 to 1763. Carnatic was a province of the Mughal Empire. The Europeans referred to the Coromandel coast, modern-day coastal areas of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, and its hinterland as Carnatic. The competition between the British and the French to gain control over South Indian trade soon led to battles between them. The three battles between them took place in Carnatic. Hence these battles are recognized by historians as the Carnatic Wars. Causes for the war: Arcot, Tamil Nadu, was the capital of Carnatic. After the demise of the Nawab of Arcot, disputes arose between Chand Sahib and Muhammad Ali about the succession to the throne. Chand Sahib requested the help of the French, whereas Muhammad Ali appealed to the British for help. Thus the British and the French entered the fray. Their own far-sighted political aspirations were the reason for their entry. Clever Robert Clive was the leader of the British army. Ambitious Governor Dupleix led the French army. Finally, the British won the Third Carnatic War. Consequently, politically, the French were relegated to the background.
The French were victorious in the First Carnatic War. It ended with the signing of the Treaty Aix-la-Chapelle. By the end of the Second Carnatic War, the British retained their stronghold in Arcot and the French in Hyderabad.
Reasons for the defeat of the French. The French neglected trade and showed more interest in politics. On the other hand, the British focused on trade, and in order to protect their interests in trade, they entered politics. The British naval force was Dupleix stronger than the French naval force. The British officials cooperated with one another and paid more attention to the interests of their company. The French officials quarreled among themselves and refused to cooperate with one another. The British East India Company was under private ownership, whereas the French East India Company was under government control. The beginning of British administration in Bengal. The British, who emerged as a political force in South India through the Carnatic Wars, established their administration in Bengal too. Bengal was a province of the Mughal Empire. Its provincial officer, Oliveri Khan, became independent when the Mughal Empire started declining. His successor, Siraj-Ud-Daula, became the Nawab of Bengal. Since Nawab Siraj was a very young man, the British ignored him, and without obtaining his permission, they strengthened the fort at Port William. Besides, they abused the tax concessions on business. The Nawab concluded that the British had flouted his rules and were plotting with his enemies against him. Enraged, he took control of the British warehouses. This later led to the Battle of Plassey. 1757. Learning about the attack by Siraj-Ud-Daula, the company officials at Madras sent an army under the leadership of Robert Clive to Calcutta. Grasping the situation at Bengal, Clive hatched a plot against the Nawab. He tempted Siraj's general, Mir Jafar, with the offer of Nawabhood, and arrived at a secret agreement.
The Nawab's general, Mir Jafar, came to an agreement with the intention of becoming the Nawab. As per the agreement, he was to give 175 lakh rupees to the British as soon as he became the Nawab. Aminchand, a merchant, was the mediator in this shady deal.
A battle took place in 1757 at Plassey between the British and Siraj-Ud-Daula. Mir Jafar supported the British during the war. Finally, Siraj-Ud-Daula was defeated and killed. Due to Mir Jafar's betrayal, the British became victorious. Consequences: with the help of the British, Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. However, he remained only a puppet in the hands of the British. The company amassed a lot of wealth and gained zamindari rights over 24 parganas. This was the first area to be grabbed by the company in India. The Battle of Plassey paved the way for the Battle of Bixar. The English, who had come as merchants, suddenly gained the authority to carry on administration over the land. The victory at Plassey led to the establishment of the British Empire in India. Important dates: 1711 to 1761, the period of Maratha supremacy in India. 1739, the year Nadir Shah attacked the Mughal Empire. 1757, Battle of Plassey. 1761, Third Battle of Panipat. Thanks for watching.